Hey everybody, it's Cindy here, and today I want to talk to you about one of the ways that you create, right? Create is one of my favorite words. So much so that I have this hanging in my office. I just love this beautiful, beautiful picture. I love nature. It says the word create, and of course, nature is one of the most wonderful kinds of creation. But you and I are creating things all the time, every day. And maybe you think only painters are creative or only people who build things are creative. But guess what? Every time we think a thought, we are creating something. It's true. And researchers say we have 55 to 60,000 thoughts on an average day. So you have thousands of opportunities to create what you really want every day of your life. So let's think about this. Thoughts create things. What does that mean? Well, part of what it means is whatever we focus on expands. So if you believe, for example, that the world is unsafe, okay, that the world is unsafe, that's one of your general beliefs, and you think about that, gosh, it's unsafe in the world, it's unsafe in the world, you will notice more situations in the world that are not safe. You will focus on events you hear about or situations you find yourself in and think of them from a perspective of danger or lack of safety. Whereas if you think the world is a safe place, you will experience the world as a place with more safety. It sounds funny, but your brain is going to believe you. Like whatever you tell it to think, whatever thoughts you put in your head, then your brain is going to experience life from that perspective and see more of what you think about, experience more of what you think about. So have you ever had that experience where someone maybe that you haven't seen or talked to in a really long time and they come up in your mind, and so you find yourself thinking about them, and then I'll be darned, all of a sudden you'll get a card in the mail from them, or they will call you on the phone, or something will happen that brings that person into your life directly when you've been thinking about them. Yeah, I don't think that's just a coincidence, right? It's so interesting. And then, okay, so, and here's another kind of scenario. Like way back when I was in college, there was a summer that I worked with youth camps and stuff, and I really liked this guy named Ted. And he drove this little Datsun, I think it was a Datsun, yellow pickup. And I had never seen a little pickup like that was yellow. Never in my life. Well, how old was I at the time? I was 18 or 19 years old at the time. And then after I started liking him, I saw those pickups everywhere. Why? Because he was in my thoughts all the time and he drove this little yellow Datsun pickup. So all of a sudden there were dozens of yellow pickups everywhere. I couldn't believe it. I thought, how have I never not seen one of these before? How have I never not? How have I ever not seen one of these before now? Well, I didn't know it then, but that's what I'm talking about, is that kind of thing. Whatever we focus on, there's more of. Whatever we think will create something. Here's another way to look at this, is that every invention, from the simple pen to like rocket ships, anything, everything in between, anything you use, any material thing you use, first had to be in thought form before it became something tangible, right? Someone created it in their minds first, or worked to solve a problem or meet a need in their mind first, and then they could turn it into something, manifest it into something physical or real. And so I want you to use your thoughts to create exactly what you want. If you want positive relationships, focus that kind of thinking on your relationships, the people you know in your life. I swear you'll have more positive interactions with them, and you'll feel more positive around them. You'll notice traits you like in them much more if you think this way. If you want to create, reach a certain goal in your life, then think about it as if it's already reality, right? Like maybe you want to build a new home this year. So really visualize that home. Think about the home. Think about the details of what it's going to look like. Think about the details of how you're going to feel living in that home and all of that. And pretty soon, the how to create it into a reality will start to show up for you. You'll figure out who's going to be your builder. Where are you going to get the money for this home? What other decisions do you need to make to get to that place where it's a reality? And it will happen. So if you're gonna think anyway, and you're not gonna be consciously aware, conscious of every thought you think all day. We couldn't possibly do that with 50 or 60,000 going on. But when you are aware of your thoughts, make sure you're thinking things that you want to be a reality, because that's what will happen. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. And if you're interested in learning more about the power of your thoughts or the power of your mind, and you live around here or close enough, I'm doing a workshop on this topic next Tuesday night, February 27th at 7 p.m. at the Lavender House in Lawrence. You can find the Lavender House on Facebook. And the event is on the calendar of events there. And I will also be posting the event on my Facebook fan page, Cindy D. Whitmer, and other places. So anyway, we're gonna spend an hour and a half at least together and do some coaching around this and learning, and have some great discussion with the group. And there's materials I will provide for you as well as the coaching. And we're really gonna learn to use our thoughts to our advantage and get everything that we want. Thank you, and I hope you have a great night. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.